I'm Alyssa and welcome to my brand new channel, A2Zmakeup. So today for my first video, I'm going to be showing you how to do this very quick, very easy, everyday look. It features the Naked Basics palette by Urban Decay and some of my favorites from MAC. So this is going to be something that you can do when you wake up in the morning, getting ready for class, don't have a ton of time but you still want to look great. So here we go. Let me know what you think. So you can see I'm starting out with a totally clean face. I just went ahead and washed my whole face and did a mask. I plan on making a video about my skincare regimen in the future. It's mostly Lush products because I'm a proud Lush employee, but we'll get to that in a later video. So first things first, we're going to want to fix some of the blemishes on my face. You see I've got some red marks and some dark circles, just like we all do. So I'm going to grab my MAC concealer, and this is in NW20, so the lightest shade basically, because I am pale as the newborn day. And so I'm going to apply that under my eyes and around my nose because, yeah, I was getting some whiteheads and they were gnarly. So I'm going to go ahead and blend that in. And I use my fingers for a lot of things because I feel like you get better coverage that way. And I am so red all the time. So I love a good concealer, and I finally found one with MAC. And it's totally okay if your concealer goes up by your eyelid, because we're going to prime them later anyway. Alright, so now I'm nice and concealed, and I'm going to ignore the red spots up by my forehead because I'm about to put some foundation up there. So the foundation that I'm using is the Revlon Airbrush Ready, and again, this is basically the palest color. It's called Vanilla. And I'm just going to take a little bit of that and put it on my hand. You can see it has that lovely, like, airbrush quality to it. It's really light and fluffy. And again, I'm just going to spread this on with my hands. Get some splatter into my hair. All over your face. Alright. So, do a little bit more with my eyebrows. I got my eyebrows waxed recently and they are red and angry. Okay, so nice, fresh, foundation made up face. So blemish free and smooth and sort of airbrush ready. I really like the airbrush look. So next you want to set all of this with a powder. You can use a translucent powder, or I like to use a very, very, very pale powder. Mine's a Cose Mineral Foundation in Light Porcelain. I actually got this for free once when I had my makeup done professionally because they said it is so pale that they can't find people to use it on, so I got to have it. And the brushes I'm going to be using are Eco Tools, Fresh and Flawless, and I love these because they are cruelty-free, so that's cool. So you're going to take your brush, tongue twister, and apply the powder mostly to your T-zone. I like to do a little bit on my cheeks too, just because I've had some redness showing up there and I want to make sure that that's totally covered as well. I like to only do it on the top half of your face, so the bottom half still has that like youthful sort of glistening look. So next we're going to do blush, and my blush is, super cheap and easy, Wet n Wild in Pearlescent Pink. And again, using the same blush brush, you just go ahead and apply it to the apples of your cheeks. And really making sure to blend upwards towards your temples. I always have to be careful in this part because if I go too pink and then go out in the Chicago cold weather, I look really, really frosted. And it's not a good look. Okay, so now we've got a little color on our faces, and we're just about ready to go on to the eyes. Now, for an everyday eye look, you want to do something that's pretty neutral, that you can spruce up for nighttime. If you you so desire. And so this look is going to be featuring my Naked Basics palette. I love this palette. It's super simple. There's only, I think, 6 colors, and they're all matte except for Venus. Hello. And Venus has got sort of like a shimmer to it. So we're going to be using that, but first I'm going to go ahead and do my brows. And I have my MAC brow pencil in Fling, and I love this guy. So I'm just going to go ahead and fill in my eyebrows, because they are so light. Strawberry blonde. And Fling's a great color, even if you're blonde, if you're strawberry blonde, if you have light brown hair, even darker colors. You can use this because it's really layerable and blendable. Okay, so brows are just filled in, nice and simple. And now we are going to use our Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion, which so many makeup artists can't live without. And we're just going to apply a little bit of that to your lid using your sort of 4th finger over here, because that is the finger that has the least power and you don't want to damage any of your very delicate skin on your eyes. I'm just going to go ahead and blend that in. Cool. So we are nice and primed now, and we are ready to add some color to our eyes. But first things first, I'm going to take my NYX Retractable Eye Liner in white, and I'm going to put this on my waterline. And what this does is it makes your eyes look super awake and bright. So I'm going to go ahead and just do that. It doesn't have to be a lot. You want to keep it really gentle, really fine. And now we're going to move on to color on your lids. So we're going to want to go ahead and take that Naked Basics by Urban Decay and pop the hood on that. And I'm going to take, in the Fresh and Flawless box, it says that this brush is the flat concealer brush, but I like to use it for my eyeshadow because it really helps you to just pack it in. So I'm going to take that and dip it into the Walk of Shame color, which is the sort of middle one in the Naked Basics. I'm going to apply that all over my lid. Now this matches my skin tone almost perfectly. It might not for you guys, but that's okay. I just like to use it as a base for this look. It's super simple and it gives you just a tiny touch of color without looking too overdone. So now we've got Walk of Shame all over our lids. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take Foxy, which is the color right next to Walk of Shame. It's sort of like a pastel yellow. And I'm going to take that and really get a ton on my brush and then pack it into the center of my lid. It's okay if it goes all over your lid, but you really want to condense it in the center. And the reason I'm doing this is because I have blue eyes. And blue eyes are complemented by shades like browns and yellows. So putting a little bit of yellow right on your upper lid helps to make that color pop. Okay, so now we're going to want to do some color in the crease, and this is going to be super light and easy. We want it to look very natural, just something that's going to make your eyes look big and awake and, like I said, make your eyes pop. So I'm going to take a different brush now, and this is the Buffing Concealer brush in the Eco Tools set, but I like to use it for my eyeshadow when I'm doing the crease because it blends while it just applies. So I'm using Naked 2 as my crease color, which is just sort of like a tawny brown, I guess. I'm going to apply that right into the crease, starting at the outer corners and then just rubbing your way in. Alright, so now we have a really simple, basic nude eye. And if you want to spruce it up a little bit more, you can take that color Venus, which, like I said, is the only one in the palette that is sparkly. It's this guy here. And I like to just take it on my finger and apply it to my brow bone for a little bit extra definition. Okay, so that is the eyeshadow, and now we're going to move on to eyeliner. I like to do a winged eyeliner on a daily basis. A lot of people get really freaked out by that, but I'm going to show you guys my tips and tricks for doing it pretty easily. So the first thing I do is I take my Benefit Smoke and Liner, it's this little guy here, and I line my eyes with it just on the top. And this can be a really fine line. It doesn't have to be anything too dramatic. So basically the line that you just drew with your pencil liner is going to be your guideline for your liquid liner. So I'm using the Maybelline New York Lash Stiletto, which is my absolute favorite liner. And I'm going to use that line that we just drew as my guideline. So sort of start in the middle and get a nice little wing there, see? And then work your way back in and make your point. Ta-da! Easy, right? It's so simple. So now that I have eyeliner on both eyes, I am going to go ahead and do a little mascara. And first, I always like to curl my eyelashes. This is a really simple eyelash curler. You can get it for like a couple bucks at a drugstore. I'm just going to give those upper lashes a really nice curl. So next, I'm going to take my MAC Oat and Naughty 2 Black Mascara. And I'm going to apply it to my top lashes. And I only do my top lashes for my everyday look because it makes them look, my eyes I mean, it makes them look very wide, awake, and open. And if you're doing this look in 10 minutes before you go to class, you want to look awake. Last but not least, I'm going to take my Clinique Chubby Stick Moisturizing Lip Balm, and this is in Mega Melon, so that's number 4, and apply it all over my lips. For me, this is a great neutral. This is something that almost perfectly matches the natural color of my lips, but it adds a little shine and a little gloss. So there you have it. That's a really quick, easy, everyday look that you can do in 15 minutes or less. I promise that it'll go faster once you get the hang of it. I know I kind of slowed things down for you guys, so you can check it out and go with me. So what do you think? Is this something that you could see yourself wearing? In one of my next videos, I'm going to take this exact look and I'm going to spruce it up for nighttime, give it more of a smoky eye, a darker lip, and we'll see how that goes. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Bye.